Rafael de la Fuente rose to fame in 2015 thanks to his role as Michael Sanchez on the critically acclaimed Empire. Since then, Rafael has gone on to star in a number of roles, which includes his most recent, a fan favorite, on the Dynasty reboot. When cameras aren't rolling, Rafael can be found using his platform for a number of causes he's passionate about. Hey, Rafael, good to see you.
Hi, Carl.
You know, you and I, we're both immigrants.
We are.
When did you decide you wanted to come to America and make your life here, and what was that moment like?
So I was born and raised in Venezuela. My dad is Cuban, but I think it wasn't until later that I realized I was super into film and TV, and I want to be a Hollywood actor one day.
Acting for you, was it something you kind of always did as a kid? Were you one of those kids that was putting on the shows for the family, or did it come to you later? I mean, what was that moment that you went, I know, this is actually what I want to do for a living?
Well, I actually started out singing when I was young, like 9 or something, and like my dad's a musician, so like we did that together. And it wasn't until I was like 15, or I can't remember, like maybe 15 or 16 years old that I did a 3-week theater workshop, and I fell in love with it, but I didn't really do it until later. I found myself, like coincidentally found myself at a casting director's office. I'll never forget, Mariela Romero. She was the casting director of like the #1 TV network in Venezuela, and she had me read for her, and I booked a role, like a 2-scene, like little co-star in a telenovela. And I did it. I was like 18 at the time, and I did it, and I fell in love with it. I couldn't believe that that was like a job that people had. That's when I really like became obsessed with it, and then I took like acting classes nonstop and started really pursuing it.
Let's talk about coming out. You are out and proud. You identify as gay, right? But you said something here, I'm gonna read a quote of yours. You said, there was a time when I was so incredibly terrified of being gay, and the thought of being out was so out of the question, because I thought if I dared to be honest and open about who I was, I'd never be able to work as an actor. And does it shock you that in this day and age, there are still a lot of people who think that exact same thing? How did you overcome that fear?
I don't think that they're wrong for thinking it,
right.
and I think that it is certainly something that we still deal with. And I know so many actors that are still in the closet, that are working and that we know. And for me, there was a point. I mean, in the beginning, of course, that I was super scared, and I was advised not to come out. I was advised to just like live my life and, you know, do my thing, but like keep my life, my private life private. So that was just taking so much energy and causing so much anxiety, and I just decided that that I didn't want to live that way, and that if it was gonna cost me, if living authentically and freely was gonna cost me, you know, getting certain characters or whatever, or getting to a whatever, you know, level in this industry, then, you know, it wasn't worth it. I'd rather just like be who I am.
Talk about the role you played on Empire, Michael Sanchez. Sammy Joe, 5 seasons on Dynasty. You also did When We Rise on ABC. You played Ricardo. All gay characters. What does it mean to you to be an out actor who's really getting to play these roles?
Amazing. Like it's like the honor of my life to be able to do this, to be gay and out and playing gay roles. If anything, I am really, really proud to represent my community, and I feel like there's so much to do.
You know, what I love about you is you have used your platform and social media and everything to really elevate these kind of conversations.
I think it's important to speak up when you think it's important, when you think it matters, and when you think it's relevant.
If you could talk to the 10-year-old version of you, what would you say to him at this point in your life and career?
I would probably, you know, say you don't need to be afraid of who you are or ashamed of who you are. I would probably tell him to come out sooner, and to really pay attention to self-love and to try to like understand that. Yeah, just you're good. You're good exactly just the way you are. Like you don't have to try to, manufacture a persona or just like be yourself.
Just be yourself. Those are words I've lived by for quite some time, and it's liberating.